there really anything more distinctly European than drinking a drink that is not legal in that area because it's so unhealthy? What the fuck is up, you guys? It's Anya, and boy, do we have things to talk about. You guys blew me the fuck up. For some reason, my last video did well. Thank God. I've been waiting for this for a year.
This is your moment! Have it! Go ahead, the stage is here!
And the Oscar goes to...
First of all, thank you for that. If you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. I've been putting out this amount of prestige quality of videos for the past year, by the way. I think I'm literally at like my year anniversary, like today probably, something like that. And only now did you guys decide to blow me up. I knew it would happen someday. I'm kidding. All for realness, I don't really know why that video did so well. I guess it was like, it's like very topical because that original video I like based a tutorial on or whatever, like literally just came out, but it's not really exactly an original idea to try someone else's makeup routine, so I don't really fucking know, but I'm happy you're here if you're new. Speaking of which, if all the people who watched that video subscribe to me, I would be able to monetize my channel. So, can you guys subscribe, please? Today, because we have so many people who are new to the channel, I am going to do a channel refresher, a me refresher, because you know, it's all about me, because you guys really give a fuck, right? You guys definitely clicked on the last video because you're like, oh my god, it's Anya has a new video, and not because you know who Bella Hadid is. But I decided that I'm just going to talk about myself, introduce you to me, and also, I'm just kind of out of a ton of makeup products right now. So we're doing a simple look today. Today we're doing a French makeup look. There's not really anything super defined by it. It's basically like just not a lot of makeup and then like a bold red lip. I don't know. So I have my striped shirt on and my ascot, would you call it? Yeah, we're just gonna kiki. I have my Celsius, which is, you know, very anti-European. I should probably have a Red Bull. Red Bull is actually legal in Europe, but again, like I do not get my kicks from 50 milligrams of caffeine. Baby, that doesn't work for me. Let's continue. So I always start out with my brows, and I literally just use an eyeshadow to fill them in. So welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Anya. More about me, I am 21 years old. I live in the continental United States of America in the Midwest, and it's fucking hot as hell out right now. And if you don't know anything about the Midwest, it's humid as hell here. So that's really cool. I'm a Leo. I'm gonna turn 22 in August 19th. So I'm pretty sure I'm a Aries cusp. But however, I do not identify anything on the Aries cusp. I believe I am very Leo. People say I'm very Leo. And they say well actually, I don't know why they say. Just one person said this to me. She said that, oh, it makes sense that I'm a Leo because I have good hair, which I feel like I really don't. I don't know. I literally just have my hair up most of the time because I don't know what to fucking do with it. But shout out to her for saying that. I just graduated undergraduate college literally a week ago, so I'm currently unemployed. I have a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Music now, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm currently unemployed, and it's honestly not going very well. Like, I'm really broke as hell, which is why if y'all could help me monetize the channel, that'd be really nice, because literally had to pay for the Celsius by way of breaking into my childhood piggy bank 2 days ago, which I'm like, y'all are like, you haven't cleared that out yet. I actually already did cash out that thing like a year ago, but my dad, who still lives in my childhood home, he just sometimes like gets rid of his spare change in our childhood piggy bank. So shout out to my dad for all those quarters. And I literally, guys, social anxiety fucking hates me, speaking of being a Leo, because literally I paid for Celsius without quarters to an actual cashier yesterday because there wasn't a self-checkout where I was.
Bruh.
Some aspects of my personality, I think I'm a pretty blunt person. I don't really beat around the bush, which is kind of very anti-Midwestern of me, and I'm literally born and raised here. I feel like I have like more of a New York sensibility. Like, they are just very like, no, let's go type of way. And I feel like I'm like that. I don't really like small talk or lying to people to make them feel better about themselves. Yeah, I'm literally born and raised in the Midwest. I live in like a big city right now though, so I like that. I currently live in a bigger city with my roommate, who also happens to be my sister. However, she does not appear on my channel because she doesn't want to. Not that she's literally in the FBI or something, but she doesn't want to. And also, would you guys even care? Probably not. You'll barely even give a fuck about me. Okay, I don't really know what eyeliner to do. I might just do like the tiniest wing ever. Because I know they do like at least a little bit of eyeliner. And yeah, I did not mean for this eyeshadow to be so brown. But you know what? Here we are. Oh yeah, that's like the smallest wing I've ever done. But I think it's gonna work. And I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. Speaking of French people, I actually took French in high school. So like, I don't know, if you're not from the US, you probably know that our education system in other languages is not the greatest. But also like because English is pretty widely spoken around the world at this point. My mom was always like super into France, and she like, her and my dad went there on their honeymoons, so I always feel like I was into French culture like a little bit as a kid. So I took French in high school for probably like 3 years. And I actually did end up going to France after my high school graduation. However, I still haven't been to Paris, which I feel like Paris is more of the place for the stereotypical striped shirts. I went to the south of France, like Toulouse. I can't think of the other towns right now, but that's where I was. You know, I couldn't really conversate in French super well, but like I could get what needs to be done, like order food at the restaurant, order ice cream, whatever. I can't say I ever saw someone dressed exactly like this, but I definitely saw some striped shirts. But you know what? You see striped shirts in the US too. It's just obviously a dumbass stereotype, but I would also say stereotyping that French people wear striped shirts is pretty harmless stereotype. So I don't want to see any freaking butthurt French people in the comments. I kind of always joke that French people are annoying, but after going to Europe last summer, I can definitely confirm that German people are more annoying than French people. And that's my opinion. And guess what? I can say that because I'm sure all these German people were talking shit about me in German for being a loud American or whatever. Let's put on some mascara and see what happens. But anyways, if you guys are curious about my Euro trip last summer, you guys should watch my vlogs. I have 2 different vlogs from it. Well, I started my YouTube because I knew it would be convenient because I wanted to vlog my Europe trips, and like I didn't even care if they didn't get any views. I just like wanted to vlog them so I could watch them back for the memories. I always wanted to do YouTube for a long ass time. I just like had the normal excuses that everyone does when putting off literally anything, or it's just like, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the equipment, I don't have the whatever. So I mean, you guys can probably tell, but I literally just film this on my phone because I don't really have any money to invest in this. Right now, this is a hobby. I mean, I've loved watching YouTube for forever. My YouTube journey definitely started out with Ryan Higa. I feel like he was the main guy I watched. I didn't really watch any other super classic YouTubers other than him. Also probably Lily Singh. I did watch her a lot. So I always watch YouTube. I feel like the first couple years of watching YouTube, I didn't necessarily want to do YouTube. I just liked watching it, but at some point you watch so much YouTube that you're like, okay, maybe I could do this. You know what I mean? I think I really started wanting to do YouTube once I got good at makeup, and I got good at makeup from watching all of the 2016 makeup gurus. I liked makeup so much, especially because this was like late middle school going into high school. I was a theater kid in high school, so I was doing theater in the fall and the spring. So then you have to do like freaking all your makeup with that. Then I was also doing show choir in the winter, which I'm not really gonna explain what that is. If you're from the Midwest, you probably know what it is. But like, I would have to be in a fucking full face, basically drag, like, every weekend during the winter for competition. So I had to do so much makeup in middle school and high school. I really remember in high school, like, we would all have to, like, decide, like, what look we were going to be doing for the show. And, like, I literally remember, like, we had to sit down for a demonstration for someone of how to do our show makeup. And he literally used the James Charles palette. I also lived close to a Morphe store at the time. So literally, like, these brushes that I use, this brush, it's a Morphe brush, which is kind of surprising that the insignia stayed on based on how old these brushes are. These are literally, I bought these in person at a Morphe store. And if you guys don't know, Morphe does not have in-person stores anymore. I remember, like, literally, like, Jeffree Star and James Charles were, like, doing trips to, like, my Morphe store, being like, hey, like, here's my new launch. I don't think I ever went to one, but, like, I remember, like, I would hear about, like, people skipping school to go get their James Charles palette signed and shit. It was so funny. Speaking of hobbies, I'm also really interested in pop culture, specifically the film industry and, like, the business of film. So not necessarily, like, watching... I mean, I like watching movies. Obviously, I have a letterboxd. Go follow me on there if you want to. But more about just, like, knowing celebrities and knowing what movies they did. And, like, I love knowing, like, stupid shit of, like, what movie was this person in 1982? It's like, well, why would you need to know that? And also, like, following the business of the film industry, and then also award season for the film industry. And I love, like, predicting who's gonna win the Oscars and all that stuff. Now I'm going in with my NYX Jumbo Multi-Face Stick and just, like, the inner corner and on the brow bone. And one of my hobbies is music. Music is a huge part of my life. I was super into music from a young age. It sounds really fucking stupid to say, but my family is, like, all musicians. My mom's a music teacher. My grandma's an organist for church. My uncle's a luthier. Like, it's literally in my DNA. I really grew up listening to so much music, and also a lot of classical music, which is, I think, helped me actually become a good musician. My musical ear and shit is something that I'm, like, immensely proud of, and maybe one of the only talents I have. So, you know, kind of gotta milk that shit. I studied classical music in college, specifically bel canto singing and musical theater singing. As for music I listen to, everyone always fucking says this, but I listen to everything except country and rap. I don't really listen to rap unless maybe sometimes, like, a woman rapper, like, one Megan Thee Stallion in the song, I'll be like, okay, like, this is a bop, but I don't really ever listen to rap and country. Rap, country, and reggae. I also don't like ska. I could maybe do ska punk, not ska. I actually listen to a lot of alternative music, so that's a huge part of my identity. By the way, I'm going to use this lipstick that I'm going to be using on my lips as blush. I listen to mostly industrial metal. I also really like nu metal and EBM. I love listening to jazz. Obviously, I fucking love classical music. Lily Mozart was my top artist on Spotify this past year, which is kind of embarrassing, but I mean, not embarrassing, it's just, like, kind of predictable, because literally, like, even people who don't study classical music, like, that just seems, like, so stereotypical. It's like, really, freaking Mozart? But as someone who literally studies classical music, I can tell you that he, in fact, is not overrated. He's just rated. I like electronica a lot. One of my favorite artists of all time is Bjork. She's my queen. She's my diva. She's my everything. My gosh, I feel like a French girl would not go over her Cupid's bow. Let's actually wipe that off. I normally go over the Cupid's bow. I feel like it makes my lips look bigger. Because the white woman curse of having small lips is kind of crazy. Like, what the fuck is with that? I feel like we need to talk about it. This is Maybelline Are You Ready? But it's like red D. $6.25. I don't know if this lipstick still exists. This is literally a hand-me-down from my mom from probably at least 10 years ago. I like red lipstick, but I feel like it takes a lot of minimalism on the eye aspect to wear a bold lip, and I usually do so much on my eyes. I just have to have like a nude lip to balance it out. But French people love a red lip. Do I actually know if they do? I don't know. I haven't asked, okay, but stereotypically they do. I also wanted to address the controversy surrounding my last video, because I just hope y'all don't think I'm literally being pick-me over this, but literally everybody in the comments was like, girl, like, that wasn't a fail, like, what are you talking about, like, you're so gorgeous. So, like, thank you, first of all. It's like, Molly, you don't need to fucking lie to me. I think maybe on camera it didn't show up as patchy as it really was in real life, but like, y'all saw that I had like a really patchy spot like right here, and that was kind of going on like literally on my cheeks too, and then the blush that I tried to do was like really like not, it was like way too dark, and so like I was looking at myself back in my bathroom back there, which is just like straight up bright fluorescent lights. I don't know if you guys know, but this isn't like deliberate to freaking woo you, but I use pretty soft lighting. I don't use the upper light in my room to film. I use a lamp here, and then I have like a glow up speaker here, so it illuminates my face, but then everything else kind of in the back is dark. I'm filming in the day right now, so you can't necessarily tell, but because of that, it's like, it's very soft lighting, so it softens the face and it makes everything blend together, and it also makes you have to put on more makeup for the camera to be able to see the makeup because it is so soft. So it definitely looked better in camera, but it's like, how the fuck are you guys supposed to know? But I swear I wasn't being like, oh my god, I'm so ugly, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to be like that, so you guys would be like, oh no, you're not ugly, like, I'm not that type of girl. But it's also like, guys, like, if I say something looks like shit, like, I promise, like, it looks like shit. If I know I look hot as hell, like, I'm gonna say that, you know what I mean? So y'all definitely, like, thank you though, but y'all don't need to, like, come to my defense. Like, if I know I look cunt, like, I'll say it. I hope to bring back more big makeup to you soon. I'm just straight up very poor right now, and you guys can probably tell. I usually have nails on. Literally, if I have nails on, it's a marker of how well I'm financially doing. If I have money to have nails, then I have money to, you know, go out and rebuy my concealer, but I just don't have the money to rebuy all my stuff right now, even though it's fucking drugstore. But so that's why I just try to do this very simple look so I can still give you guys something. I'm trying to think if there's anything else you guys need to know about me. See, I'm not a super interesting person, I just have a good personality is the thing. I don't really have a lot of crazy shit going on. Let me know what you guys thought of this French makeup look. Is it giving wee wee? No, no. Wait, what are the rest of the words? That's from like Let's Have a Kiki, right? Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe. Please. Please like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment of a suggestion of what you would like to see next from me. I hope you guys have a great day. Freaking whatever. Whatever. Okay.